Hi guys, I just wanted to do a video of kind of like how my first week of being a new grad RN went. It was it was pretty exciting and it was overwhelming all at once. The staff at Banner is like amazing, super amazing. Like all the nurses, and not just the nurses on the floor. I shouldn't say floor because there's only one floor. The department that I'm working, which is med surge, the staff in labor and delivery, the staff at in infusion, in ER, and in surgery have all said hi to me, introduced themselves to me, and have all helped me and said such kind things at some point, and I've only been there for 3 days. One of those days I was in a room training on a computer. So I've actually only been on the floor for 2 days, and it's a lot to take in, a lot. Um, uh, One of the RNs in infusion, she kind of pulled me aside and said, "Hey, I have this patient, and he's willing to let you put some IVs, an IV in him." And so I quickly got used to their IV starter kits because I wasn't trained with their kits, so now I know how to use them. And I'm learning how to use their pumps. I'm not 100% certain on them, but I have an idea. um, it's the staff, just everybody, and it's not just the nurses. It's the social worker that works there. She's awesome. The clerk, she's amazing. Everybody. So I've had a really good experience so far. It's just it's a lot to take in. It's just really overwhelming. Like you just feel so tense when you go in there because these are people's lives, and as an RN, you're supposed to know, and when things are going wrong or if something's not right. And sometimes I just feel like my skills may not be that sharp yet. um, so I'm definitely learning. I'm so glad I have the nurses that I'm working with there with me. I remember one time I said I'm so afraid to be alone once my training time, my orientation time's over, and one of them said, "You're never gonna be alone. You're never gonna be alone." Because I was just thinking, my first day on the floor, I was like, okay, if somebody codes, how do I call a code? Like, what number do I press? Like, where do I go? What do I do? Like, that was one of my first questions, and they were like, okay, so you do this, but you're never alone. So it's been, gosh, I just feel like I'm a student, like all over again. And one of my friends from nursing school, we were texting, and I told her, I feel like I'm learning all over again. I feel like I'm so new. Everything's brand new. I don't know. And she responded to me in one word. She said, "Fifth semester." And one of our teachers said that. They said, "This is fifth semester. Like, you graduate fourth semester, and then you head into fifth semester. Like, you're still learning." And some of the nurses there, they told me, like I said, "Gosh, I don't even know what some of these meds are that I'm about to give. Like, I have to look them up still, and it takes me forever." And they said, "Just look them up. I don't know all the meds either." They're like, "I've been working here for such and such years, and I still don't know everything." So it's a learning curve, and gosh, everyone's been so patient with me, thank God. So that is just how I'm feeling right now after my first week as a new grad RN, and I'm going to continue learning. And I'm definitely like anxious, and I'm glad that I'm off. It was just, whew. So I'm gonna get refreshed and try to relax, enjoy my time off, and get ready for the next week. And I'm going to take on one patient. My nurse that is training me, she said, okay, next week you're going to have one patient. So I'm going to do everything not on my own, but, on my own, and we'll see what happens. And gosh, charting, I think that's kind of what stresses me out, is the charting, really, more than anything, because if you didn't chart it, you didn't do it. So, and then also a situation that happened was on the computers. It's really, gosh, the computers fired off a warning sign saying that one of our patients was in sepsis, or he was septic, and we had just been in this patient's room, and he's receiving his IV antibiotics, and his temperature is a little high, but he's fine. He's drinking fluids, talking to us and everything, and then we entered his vitals, and then with the criteria for SIRS, there's a certain criteria, and he met some of those criteria, so it fired off a warning sign, and you have to alert the doctor, and it's like you have to look at your patient, and then you have to look at what the computer's saying. And I just kind of like, if I was thinking, my nurse handled it so awesome. She just went up to the doctor and said, hey, the computer is firing off a warning sign, but he's being covered. He's receiving IV antibiotics. We gave him this for his fever, and blah, blah, blah. And the doctor's like, yeah, okay, fine, that's fine. And then just turned off the alert. And like, if it was me, I would have been like, oh my gosh, he's going in a shock. But you have to look at your patient and not so much rely on the computer. I remember my instructor telling us that, look at your patient, not the machine, so much. Anyway, that was one thing that kind of like hit me in the face. But yeah, that was just 2 days on the floor, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye.